guys, Mike here, the Detroit Borg, with a look at the LG G-Pad 8.3. 8.3 is the size 8.3-inch LCD IPS display. So this is LG's return to the tablet market. This is running Android 4.2.2 and is really here to take on something like the iPad mini. So I think it's kind of interesting that LG decided to go with the sort of mid-range size as opposed to the small 7-inch tablets or the larger 10-inch tablets. So this seems to be the sweet spot of the market right now. So this retails for $350. Is available in Wi-Fi only at the time. Cellular version has not been announced. You can get this in black or white. Has 16 gigs of internal storage, 2 gigs of RAM, a 1.7 gigahertz quad-core Snapdragon 600 processor, 5 megapixel camera without an LED flash. But we do have an IR blaster for controlling your TV, and you do have a few features familiar to the LG G2, which we'll explore here. So really, this is sort of a companion device to the LG G2, both in its software as well as some features, and we'll explore some of those here. Now we have a pretty decent 8.3-inch LCD IPS display here with a resolution of 1200 by 1920. That gives us a pixel density of 273, so that's a little bit better than the iPad Air's 264, not quite up to iPad mini Retina display resolution with 326 ppi, but still a pretty decent display for $350. Alright, so let's go ahead and unbox this thing, and I did remove a piece of tape that was holding down this flap. It was also covering up some of the information I wanted to show you guys. We're going to lift this lid up here. There is our LG G-Pad, a little tab here to lift up. So there it is. We'll take a closer look at this. It does have the silver back panel with the plastic trim pieces. Very nice, very lightweight and thin. You can see I have a piece of plastic covering the screen right now. Let's set that aside and take a look at some of the accessories that come with it. So we have our literature, quick start guide. We're familiar with this stuff. We're going to explore some of those features. We also have our adapter. This is our wall adapter, fairly large, obviously, to charge this battery. We have our micro USB charging cable as well, and that's about it. So you do not get headphones or anything like that. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to the tablet and take a close look around. First, let's remove the plastic. So we have a little tab up here to lift up. Alright, so let's go and take a look at the design of the LG G-Pad. I actually really like it. We have this nice aluminum back panel, which adds to the rigidity as well as that cool feeling when you handle it, similar to something like an iPad mini. Now, it doesn't completely surround the back. It's just sort of a back panel. It's non-removable. Along the edge, you have this plastic surround, which is nice. It's not a glossy plastic. It's sort of a sandblasted plastic. It feels similar in texture to the metal. Very nice. You can see it's got this nice design to it. Along the back, you have these stereo speakers with these grills, as you can see inside. Along the side, not much. On the top, you'll find your headphone jack as well as a micro SD card slot, so you can expand storage up to 64 gigs. We also have an IR blaster up here for controlling your AV equipment. Of course, they do give you software. Again, very similar to the LG G2. You also have that 5 megapixel autofocusing camera capable of recording video at 1080p at 30 frames per second. This also has electronic stabilization built in. We do have our volume controls on the right side. The right side. Up and down, as well as your sleep wake power on button. Again, metal to match the metal alongside. On the bottom, you'll just find the micro USB connector, which also is slim port, so you can connect a display to your micro USB connector if you want to output your display to a device. You also have your microphone down here. Look along the side, you see we have this little bezel around the glass, but mostly edge-to-edge glass. You have no off-screen Android controls. They're all on-screen. Now at the top, we'll find an ambient light sensor as well as a front-facing camera, which is 1.3 megapixels, and this records video up to 720p resolution. Alright, so let's go ahead and boot this up. I have been using this for about a week, so it's all set up and ready to go. Alright, so let's go ahead and start looking at our basic user interface, starting with the lock screen. As you can see, we do have the Voice Choir